Hello spooky friends, and welcome to some more Halloween decor hunting of 2024. We're getting into late July now, and it's just like yes, this is the time. This is the time to find all the spooky stuff in the stores, and it's wonderful and it's great. And I'm very happy to be here again today and sit down here in my fancy yellow chair and share with you what I saw at the end of July out in all the home decor stores. I was on the hunt for Halloween decor, and this is what I found, and I can't wait to show you. So yes, let's get into it. I already did a whole nother video talking about the stuff that we saw at the beginning of July, and I did a whole nother video talking about the stuff that we saw in June. So here we are, we're in it, we're doing this. Yep, there's just so much to see, so much to talk about. So enough with that, let's just get into it. Let's see what I saw. So starting off, we went to HomeGoods, and this is what I found on July 24th. I did go to HomeGoods one other time. We saw a whole bunch of stuff. So here I am, just like not even that much longer later, and we saw a bunch more. So as soon as I walked in, I saw this big old display, all these big old figures, you know, all the classic stuff. And one of the things that really stood out to me was this, one of the wooden haunted houses that they've been doing, and this one was gigantic, and when you hit the button, it did make some noise, but the store was a little too loud for me to be able to capture the audio for you. But Marceline, my daughter, got a good practice hitting those buttons, you know, and hearing the noises. She had a good time with that. But yes, just around the corner from where we walked in, big old wall of all the stuff that this HomeGoods had. And so yeah, it would take me forever to go through everything. So here are some of my favorites. So first off, we got, it's like a chain, but it was beaded. So like the chains are made out of tiny little black beads, and it was very heavy, very substantial. I'm not too sure if you would use that as like a decorative garland or what, because it's like too fancy to like just be a part of something else. So I don't know, I thought that was a little interesting. Got this little sign that says Hocus Pocus with these three witches, you know, making a potion. It's like nice and faded. I really liked the imagery of all the different spooky scene in that one. Got another wooden sign that says spooky season with a witch and a ghost, you know, all out getting ready to trick or treat. Oh, another sign that I thought was like nice in detail of this skull with the extra spider web thrown on that. You know, a nice level of detail that sometimes you don't see all the time. Oh, and I lucked out this day with the spooky mugs, the Halloween mugs. Oh, and I love a good spooky mug, so I really had to hold myself back from like just buying this whole shelf. And it was one of those things where they were actively putting the spooky mugs on this tiny little shelf, and there was just like so much, it was like overflowing. Like you could tell they weren't expecting to get all these mugs, but oh, I love these. Got this black Fright Night with a jack-o'-lantern. Got this Ray Dunn one that says trick or treat with some little pumpkins thrown on the side. And I love this pink mug that has this ghost, flowers, and the jack-o'-lanterns with little like sparkle etching into it. Like it looks like a sparkle, like specific. It wasn't actually sparkling. With the black handle, loved it. Oh, got this big old mug with like a little design at the bottom. Oh, and all these are like $5. What a steal. Got this pink jack-o'-lantern mug. Again, had to hold myself back from getting this one. Two iridescent mugs. One looked like a ghost, and the other one was pink with a spider web and a ghost on the handle. Oh, and then they had a plate that matched that other spooky mug. Nice big decorative plate. And then a black mug that matched the pink one that I just saw. Oh, love it. I love it so much. And if you're into like espressos, they had like a set of 4 espresso cups, like espresso sized little mugs that all looked like ghosts. Got this cookie jar with the white with the jack-o'-lanterns, the bats, and a jack-o'-lantern on the top as like the handle. Of course, another jack-o'-lantern mug. This one looked a little glossy. And if you like Mickey Mouse, they had a stack of 4 cups that matched, I think, these bowls that we saw the last time that I went to HomeGoods. Got these pink skeletons doing different yoga poses on this plate. I did see some Sanrio characters, so like Hello Kitty in this time that I went to HomeGoods, I saw like Hello Kitty stuff in other different parts of the store as well, but he was the first time that I saw it, which is this like a stack of 2 mugs, purple and orange, but like really cute designs if you really like Hello Kitty. Got this white plate with that jack-o'-lantern and bat design. I think that kind of matched the cookie jar that we just saw. Oh, this mug is so unique. So it's like a mug and a saucer and a spoon, all black, but the mug looks like a cat and the handle is the cat tail. Very interesting. And the little spoon, the little stir spoon, has a bat on the end. Yeah, very interesting. I probably would have gotten it, but like with my toddler, I don't need too many things that are like that fragile to keep. Oh, and then they did have some glassware with these really nice spooky designs. My toddler saw a cup and she immediately thought it was for her. So that's what she did with these cups.
Wawa. Wawa.
Cup. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, there's nothing in it.
Oh, and to match those pink ghost mugs that we saw earlier, they had these little, I don't know what you would use these for. If you know, please let me know in the comments, but I assume like sort of like a soup bowl, but it was like rather on the smaller side, so I don't really know what sort of like soup that you would put in these. Yeah, so a whole bunch of those in that really nice design. Oh, and then this mug, again, if you like Mickey Mouse, really cute, intricate design where it's the gang all dressed up for Halloween and they're trick-or-treating. Oh, I really like that. And then it did come with like a little Mickey Mouse jack-o'-lantern stir that is integrated into the handle. Really cute. Okay, moving away from the mugs because my toddler was getting a little too crazy, I moved over to a different section and it looks like I was looking at the kitchenware stuff with these pot holders, these like oven mitt pot holders for your hands. I'm trying to figure out. I'm talking so much I forget what words are called sometimes. Yeah, I got this one with the orange on the inside, but the outside is white with these multicolored bats. That's a little different. Got this one where even the grippies are Halloween designed with, yeah, just classic jack-o'-lanterns on the outside. And then this all black one with ghosts designed, and then I was checking to see if the texture was any different like the other one, but looks like I can't tell. Oh yeah, probably should have got one of those, but I have plenty of oven mitts that work just fine, so I didn't grab any of those. Yeah, just up top they had these towels with yeah, just like on a creamier color with these skeletons, like looks like they're dancing, and I was trying to see if it was a different set with like a different design. I couldn't see anything like that. This towel set sort of had like it looks like tic-tac-toe, but it was probably all throughout because there's more than 2 different designs. But it looks like it came in a set. One was like orange and the other one was like a checkered design. Of course, got these white jack-o'-lanterns on this orange towel with like, I think it must have been a set with a spiderweb kind in the back. Whole bunch of spooky towels and stuff if you are spooky year round and you have like you like those like kitchen pieces. HomeGoods is always really good for those. Oh, and I had just to hold myself back from buying this like wicker cat bed that was in the shape of a pumpkin, had a little opening and a little pillow on the inside. So cute. I would have loved that, but I just don't see my cats using it. I got 2 cats, Coffee and Bailey, but yeah, knowing me, I would throw money down for this super cute cat bed and they would not touch it. Moving over to the pillows, some new ones that I hadn't seen before was this like this set of 2 sparkly haunted house pillows. One was pink, one was purple, and it had like this very intricate shiny beads on the outside, and Marceline seemed to really enjoy the texture of that one. That's a little different, you know, those like girly girls that do like Halloween. I didn't see this black pillow with these white ghosts on the outside. And then here's Marceline and I saying hi to the vlog real quick in this little mirror.
Say hi, baby.
Ow!
And then looking over at the blankets, some new ones that I didn't see before was this white one that had a garland like decorated on it. This is Happy Halloween, pink pumpkins and bats and stars, multicolors. That's pretty cute. I wish the design was a little bit bigger, but it's like so tiny, so like you'd be like, oh, what does that say? You know, if you had it as a blanket. Oh yeah, and speaking of Sanrio, got the purple the same like purple color as those mugs, but on a blanket with, you know, Hello Kitty and the bats, and it looks like a cat sort of design. And then just like randomly scattered throughout the HomeGoods, I was able to also find this placemat, yeah, the mat that you put on the dining table before you put your plate mat. I talk so much through these, I gotta know what these things are called. But this one had, you know, bats and jack-o'-lanterns with that like beaded texture, which is like really nice. I could only find one of that kind, so it's like, oh, if you wanted to have a set, then I guess you're out of luck, or else maybe you just had to do more digging than I did. But my toddler was getting restless by this point, so I'm doing the best that I can. Oh, and then the yard signs, I really like this one that said Queen of Halloween. So I'm like, yeah, that feels like that's me. And it had a little witch hat on the top that had like a bendy wire attached to it, so I think maybe in the wind, maybe it bounces up and down in the little hat. So yeah, that's everything that we saw at HomeGoods this day. HomeGoods is just so great to just like keep revisiting and seeing more spooky, unique pieces that you can't really see anywhere else. Yeah, that was everything that we saw at HomeGoods. And next, we got to see what Bath and Body Works laid out for their Halloween stuff. Oh, I know Bath and Body Works is like, oh, it's like soap, it's candles, it's, you know, scents. Like, oh, what do they do for Halloween? You might ask. Well, they do like these really cute staple pieces that you can add to your home that are like so like unique and like high quality, I like to think. So this is me trying to poke out, you know, what they had that maybe I was like, oh, let me see what they got, and maybe I want to add it to my sort of collection, because there were a couple pieces that they came out with last year that I think I missed. You know, with my baby was like what, 9-10 months old. I had a lot on my plate, but this year she's a toddler, so it's much easier to do these things. But I was like holding her like on my hip while I was trying to get all this footage, so that's what I was able to do. So yeah, they had like basically 3 lines. They got this they got the vampire blood line, which is like, it's like 1 scent, but they do all the different soaps and scents and stuff. And then they had the Ghoul Friend line, and then I think the 3rd line, which I can't remember if I got any footage of the whole display, but it's like this like sour apple sort of scent where it's like green, so it's like red, purple, and green. And so looking at what the Ghoul Friend stuff had, they had this like little backpack that had like a dangly jack-o'-lantern on the front. Would have been perfect size for my toddler, but knowing her, she would not touch it, so I did not buy that. And then one of those like unique things that they had was this like hand holds your one of those body mist sprays that they sell. But yeah, this this white hand with like a special ring on her finger that like, oh, with the, it's like that matte white, so you can really see all like the details of the hand. It's just like, oh my gosh, like that's so like creepy and weird to like have in your home, which is like so great. And here they have one of their soap holders that looks like a like tentacle monster coming up off the ground, and then right next to it had this globe of like crystal ball of a globe that you could put your scented candles on top of. It probably lit up, but you know, I did not try to do that. Oh, I love this candle holder that's like these spooky trees holding the candle, but under it you got like little grave site with like a skeleton jumping out. Oh, I love that. I love that. Oh, and then this was like my absolute favorite, was like another soap holder that looks like a stack of skulls, all black, with this like spider, you know, kind of like holding the soap bottle. And then when you press down on it, it plays a little song. Yeah, so it's cool, so cool. For those like wall plug, actually no, this is probably for the car. It's probably one of those like scents that you put in your car. It's like a red butterfly, looks like. And then to hold your soaps, got this black cat with these like gem eyes. And they do have like the wall plug-in, which I think you put your scent in, and it's like a spooky house. I think they do these like every year. I think it's one of those where you plug it in and it lights up and there's a projection as well. This year it's like this white, you know, spooky house with the purple roof, really detailed, love that. Another wall plug-in was the white hands holding this globe that has like a skull inside, and that probably lit up as well. Oh, I really like this green cocktail glass with these like eyeballs floating in the drink. That's you don't see that every year. And this one is like a candelabra, that black with the little purple lights, and it has like an eyeball inside of the globe on the top. Of course, I got a classic jack-o'-lantern with a purple inside that probably lit up as well. Oh, and then another one is this purse that, yeah, probably lit up from the inside. I'm not too sure how many of these have projections, but I'm assuming the smaller ones do not have projections. Oh, and yeah, an iridescent ghost. Oh, here's the green line. Yeah, all green. It's got that like apple scent, and I was able to smell it. It just smells like a green apple. Yeah, that's basically it. I'm not a huge fan. Oh, and then every year they have this like giant, I think you're supposed to put your candle inside of it, but yeah, this year it's like this all white one with these tentacles poking out of it with a black roof. Yeah, it's huge, gigantic. That's like such a staple piece. And then yeah, they threw in these like eyeball bags that you could also buy. I mean, maybe it's more like a wallet because it was on the smaller side. And then another tentacle like eyeball stand for your 3-wick candles. Oh, and then to end it with Bath and Body Works, this is Marceline running around the store getting that energy out. Yeah, just like harassing all the other customers. Welcome to my life. All right, so is everything that we saw at Bath & Body Works. I'm pretty sure that's everything that they do for their Halloween. I don't think they're one of those stores that slowly lets out more stuff. I mean, of course, they have the classic, you know, pumpkin candles as well. My favorite scent, I think, is the pumpkin bonfire. I think that's a perfect blend of the pumpkin and like woodsy fall sort of smell. I'm not a huge fan of like sweet smelling stuff, which is what like the ghoul friend, the vampire blood, and I guess the candy apple sort of scents. They just smell like real sweet. You know, like I'm not a huge fan of that. I mean, I'm not opposed to like floral stuff, but like if I'm gonna like burn a candle or something, I want it to be like woodsy and like earthy smelling. That's just me. So yeah, the pumpkin bonfire is really nice, but they only sell it in like the single wick. That's just what I think about my candle. Not to get on a tangent. We got more Halloween to talk about. So it looks like the next time that I went Halloween hunting was July 25th, and I heard that maybe Dollar Tree had some stuff, like maybe like tiny little cheap things that you might need. And I am doing a lot of my Halloween decor hunting because I have a Halloween baby. She gets a Halloween baby shower. She gets a Halloween birthday party every year, and I like to go all out for it. It's like I love decorating and getting her Halloween birthday party ready. You know, when you do a Halloween birthday party, you probably need like little cheapy Halloween things, like maybe toys for gift bags or paper plates, paper cups, napkins, you know, stuff like that we go through every year. So I was like, oh, let me check out Dollar Tree. But sadly, this little end cap is all that they had. It had a little like these like little lanterns that expanded. You could probably put a little like tea light inside of them. At the beginning was these little plastic lanterns, and that's about it that my Dollar Tree had. But I mean, I found something, so I had to share it with you because I am constantly going to these stores basically every day. It's just like something to do with my toddler, get her out of the apartment. We're just on the hunt, might as well. I mean, she needs to get out of the apartment, I need to get out of the apartment, might as well go look out for some Halloween decor stuff. So that same day, on my way, I was like driving towards the Dollar Tree, and I saw that the Party City had their Halloween out already, which in my mind, I didn't think that they was gonna be out. I don't know why I didn't think it was gonna be out at Party City, because it's Party City, but because Party City is Spirit Halloween, and I knew that the Spirit Halloween in my area was not open yet. So in my mind, I was like, oh, they're the same, so they probably get the same shipment of stuff. And since the Spirit Halloween wasn't open, then surely Park City wouldn't. It wasn't on my radar. But then I was driving past, and I saw the animatronics and everything, and I was like, oh shoot, okay, when we're done at Dollar Tree, let's swing back around and go check out Party City. And I'm glad I did, because they did have Halloween. Yeah, I'm gonna show you just my favorites, because Party City, so they had some animatronics, and then they had like basically whole like third of the store was costumes. I'm not gonna show you the costumes because we're basically looking for decor. Looking at, yeah, their party decor stuff. You know, I'm looking for the stuff for the birthday party. We saw, yeah, I love that they do different colored stuff. So they have like some garland that had all the spooky things with these like skeletons mostly, and you know, they do different colored stuff. So orange, more of a blue, maybe bluey purple, and then like a pink color in this garland. Love that because it's like a little bit different. Even had like some fake bugs and a snake to go with that too. Oh yeah, and speaking of I like that they do different colored stuff. They had these like party trays that looked in the shape of bats. So yeah, they had a pink one and a black one, and so I did end up grabbing the pink one because I was like, oh, this is gonna be perfect for the birthday party. It would be perfect to do like chips or something, you know, like some, because it was like a cheaper plasticky kind, not like the ceramic-y kind that you can get at like other stores where it's like a staple piece that you bring out year round. So I was like, okay, this we could do like some chips in, maybe. I got really excited to see that. Oh yeah, they did have this other line of stuff that was like more like earth tones. So you see, I really enjoyed these like window stickers that you could put, you know, which had all these different designs of the skulls, the snakes, the animal, you know, skull with the heart and the eyeball. I like that because it's like a little bit different color scheme than what you're used to seeing. They had these figures of like, yeah, the skull thing with like moth wings, you know, like what is that? And then a two-headed bat skeleton on top of this little pedestal. Yeah, all part of this like earthy tone line with, yeah, this little tray with like a moth on the center. And yeah, they had these different dangly moth decorations that you can like hang with this little skelly friend as well. So yeah, it's like I like seeing that because it's like a little bit different color than maybe what you're used to seeing. Oh, and if you do drink, they did have these like actual glass shot glasses that were in the shape of skulls. I don't do hard liquor, so I did not grab that, but I thought it was interesting that they had, oh, it's like real glass, because usually you see plastic skull shot glasses, you know, just for like these party settings, which they did end up having for like $2, but I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty nice. Yeah, got another tray with skeleton heads on it, and oh, these were coasters. I was like wondering what these were, but yeah, they're like little wooden coasters in this like little tray that yeah, in the shape of jack-o'-lanterns. So I was like, okay, that's different, because it was like actual like wood, and just like with Party City, you used to seeing like plastic. Oh, they did have a couple towels that had like skeletons on them. This was like a full skeleton and a skeleton pattern on that one with like matching orange plaid in the background too. And then yeah, so I did take Marceline over to like some of the costume section, and so this is us playing with the different little accessories that I saw. Yes, this is us messing with them. Look. Oh, they did have some paper plates. These ones got just a classic spider web design. You cannot go wrong with those. And then of course some napkins, just white with a Happy Halloween on them. Oh, and then a matching tablecloth, just plain plastic tablecloth. Those are really good for those Halloween parties. Oh, and then lastly, before I left, I saw this like nice wall decor that was a scaredy cat on it. I was like, oh, nice. All right, well, that's everything that we saw at Party City, and they did have all those signs saying like, oh, more is coming. Basically, it's like sometimes like they get like one shipment and they put it out, and then they have all these signs saying like Halloween, like more Halloween coming soon. So yeah, they had those signs out, so I need to go back and see if they have any more decor and stuff. I assume they'll get more of their costumes, of course. The last store that we went to, it was actually August 2nd. I just wanted to talk about it really quick because like I have so much to talk about, so I thought I might as well throw it into this video as well. August 2nd, we went back to Michael's because I think in my previous video we saw the Happy Hippie, I think it's like Hippie Halloween line, which is like the pinks and oranges and yellows, and it's like, yeah, like kind of like hippie themed that they had at Michael's. But I was like, I knew that they were going to have an actual like more of like a spookier Halloween line. So I went back on August 2nd to see if they had any more stuff. I did do a quick walkthrough of everything that I saw last time, just to see if there's any specific things that I forgot to show you. So first off, we got Marceline showing more love to her little kitty friend. She really liked this like tinsel cat.
Cat.
A quick overview of some of the pillows that I didn't show last time because there were just like so many. Got this black pillow with a ghost on it, and this orange pillow with a witch hat on it, and then of course got this eyeball, and all of these had like that like texture on it that it's like a thicker, you know, like material sort of texture, like not like fuzzy like maybe this one is. I got my black hat one, but yeah, like a thicker like material that, like, you know, it won't fray too easy. What is basically what I'm trying to say. Oh, and then yeah, that material was this black pillow with white ghosts on it. Got this happy Halloween pillow with these tinsels at the end. Oh, and then this really weirdly shaped pillow of a bat. It's just like, what are you supposed to do with that? It's like so tiny and skinny. Like, where would you put that? I don't know. I feel like that was like a little bit of a mistake. Of course, got this jack-o'-lantern with these giant eyeballs. Got this trick-or-treat black pillow. All sorts of stuff. Oh, and then real quick, these are some things from the Happy Hippie line, or Hippie Halloween line. There you go. Hippie Halloween line that I did not show last time. Got these tabletop decor, eat, drink, and be scary. Got this little stand-up thing that says trick or treat with a skeleton on top that looks like a broom. Got this ceramic white pumpkin with these multicolored spiders on it. Got another ceramic bowl with a black spider on the bottom that helps it stand up. And then got these cauldrons that are multicolored. I don't think they had anything in them. I think they were just wrapped up because, you know, they had lids. And then these acrylic ghosts that, you know, were see-through, but they all had their like different designs on them. They had a pillow as well that was a skeleton with these sunglasses on the front. Yeah, so that's everything that I think I saw this time that I did not feature in my last video because there was just so much. There was just so much, and I got the baby, so like I'm just like, I got my hands full. Okay, moving over to, this is the new stuff. So I don't know if you've seen, but they have a whole line. It's like white ghoulish haunted house sort of vibe with like these earthy tone things as well. So yeah, getting into it, we saw these tabletop decor of these mushrooms that were like, yeah, got one that was green, one that was pink. Oh yeah, this wall decor that shows like a sort of like painted snake with this like really pretty white frame. And then yeah, they had this little, actually it looks kind of similar to this one that I got. It's like, but it was like all white like tree branch tabletop decor, but I think it was sparkly. I think if it wasn't sparkly, I might have gotten it, but it was very sparkly. I just don't like the glitter just getting everywhere. That's just me. They had these test tubes that had butterflies, got different materials, and even mushrooms on that one at the end. I think, yeah, Michael's really likes doing like the test tubes sort of thing, which I'm like, oh, okay, that's pretty nice. Got these little figures. This one is of a snail with like these crystals coming out of the snail. And then speaking of crystals, they did have this like cherub little guy that was like gray hair and wings, but like they had crystals all over his face and body, which like looks a little like kind of ugly to me. So maybe if the crystals weren't like directly on his face, it probably would look better. I'm like, oh, okay, that's weird. Got these cloches with these little animal skulls with the branches, a little bit of crystals on those as well. And then yeah, here's the second one. There were two different types. I don't know if you could tell, they look pretty similar with all the reflective glass. Yeah, got this candlestick holder with, at least I assume it's supposed to be a candlestick holder, but it's a skull with spiderweb legs sticking out of it. That's creepy. I don't know what else you would put in there. Oh, I did like this metal sign that was like all white, historical site, haunted house. I like the part at the bottom that says, touch nothing and nothing will touch you. I was like, oh, I had to stop myself from trying to get that. Oh, got this like cloaked little like figure that looks like one of those statues of, you know, a person with their arms crossed. It did have like a candle base underneath. I assume because you can't probably stick a candle under it yourself. And then got this little, what do you call it, like a miniature wardrobe, maybe like a jewelry holder sort of thing. Again, all white. All these things are like white with this like skull print on the front. But yeah, when you open it up, it just has like just this plain opening, so I'm not too sure what sort of stuff you could put in there. This was the first that I saw of like their potion bottles, really detailed and intricate. This one had a snake on the front, and I think a little bit later I saw the rest of that. Here's another cloche with the green mushrooms, and I just like to point out they do have like little collars of like some sort of like fabric, so it's like, what? Statue figurine of that. It's a miniature of that one statue of like that like headless, armless angel with the wings. I think that is an actual statue like somewhere. So yeah, it must be a miniature replica of it. Oh, got these little platters, little holders. This one had a snake on the front with like that has the curled up edges, and this one was a little bit bigger with a spider on the top. That's really nice. I love that. Here's a wall decor parlor of magical curiosities. All strange things to be found here. I like that. That's different. Oh, and here's just like one quick image of a wall decor that it was like a print of a witch with a broom. If I'm avoiding showing some of the wall prints, it's because I think I saw somewhere that claimed that at least one of the wall decors in this line, specifically this white like ghoulish line, I don't know the name of it, but that like claimed that it was AI, and like if you looked close enough you can actually see the watermark of like the AI company that they made it through. So I'm like a little put off on these prints specifically, because I'm like, what the heck, like it's obviously fake and it's like low quality and everything, like what the heck, Michaels? Yeah, so this was one that I ended up showing but I think I just wanted to mention that. You got this candelabra sort of thing that had little holes to hold the skinny candles. So it was like the all white with the little jewels hanging off. Oh yeah, and here's the rest of those potion bottles. This one was heart shaped with a spider on it. I like that they're double-sided as well. That's really pretty. Oh, I love these tabletop holders. Like, I don't know why I'm thinking like a coffee table, but I assume it would have to be a coffee table because it has these really pretty prints on the top. This one had the flowers with butterflies, and then the other one was a little bit smaller, had flowers but had like teeny tiny little skinny spiders thrown around in there. Oh, I really like those. Here are some dishes that had like a resin base to it with like a spider on the bottom. I think that was all. There might have been two different types, but I think I only got footage of one. Yeah, here's a print that had a ghoulish, you know, haunted house, and then the other one had a very interesting frame with a person, you know, like a ghost trying to get out of it sort of thing. I do like the frame, but like the image, I don't like somebody just like looking at me like that. That's a little weird. Oh, and here we got some tabletop decor of like a hand with like a handheld mirror with like an image of a ghostly woman inside, and her nails are painted gold like that. And here's like a bony hand holding a heart with a snake wrapped around it, again with those like crystals growing on it. Again, I'm not a big fan of the crystals, but I do like how like detailed it is. Here we got this wall sign, but it was like laying down like it was a tabletop decor that says welcome with the snakes around the border. Oh, I really like this figure with, it's like a woman, but she's sitting and she's like cloaked with a skull on her lap. It reminds me of like something that would be a sort of statue thing that would be on top of a coffin. I like that. Oh, here's another candelabra sort of holder for those skinny candles. This one is a bunch of skulls, you know, each on each candle base. Yeah, there's a bunch of pillows and stuff and wall decor with these skulls. I didn't find them all that interesting though. Nice tabletop decor with a little stack of books with a skull, and then another skull that had like a same like fabric draped over it. Again, another skull. This one had some glittery gems, you know, coming out of an eye, and this one was like on its own base with those like crystals growing out of it, and a little spider, like not spider, little snake thrown in. This one is all white that says the poison garden, these plants can kill. And then of course you got home sweet haunted home. We see that all the time everywhere. And here's one of those timers that you flip upside down. It had these snakes at the base. That was like all that I saw of the white line that day. Did go back another day, but I've been talking for so long. I think I'm gonna end it there because that was all of that like white ghoulish line that we saw. I have to look up the actual name for it because like I bet it surely has like a name, because the other one was like hippie Halloween, so surely that one has a name, but I just don't know it. But yeah, Michael's had so much, so I think I'll have to put that in my next video talking about the stuff that we saw in August. Oh my gosh, like oh my gosh. And before we know it, Target and Walmart and stuff will have Halloween. It's just like, oh my gosh, like this is the time. I hope you guys are enjoying these like Halloween decor hunting, you know, breakdowns. I just love sitting and talking about all the stuff that we found, and I love going out to different stores and looking for stuff, like doing something with my baby, you know, in these like hot summer months. Like it's so hot out, but at least I have something to do and get out of the apartment. If you like this video and you love Halloween like I do, please give this video a like so I know that you enjoy it. And yeah, subscribe for more Halloween stuff. And I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.